Hello music learners, welcome to Jihee's music class. Today we are going to talk about key of D minor, 5/7 chord in root position. So key of D minor is written here. This is actually a D minor 5-finger scale with the 1 and 5 chords. This is in bass clef, and as you may know, D minor has one flat, just like F major, because F major and D minor, they are relative keys. D minor is relative minor of F major. So D minor, let me play the 5-finger scale first. The first note here, this is low D. This is D, okay? Let me play D, E, F, G, A, okay? And the chord, the first chord is D minor chord. You just stack up the thirds on top of D. D, F, A. This is D minor chord, and D minor chord is tonic chord in the key of D minor. And here, if you look at here, this is A chord. Okay. A chord is also called dominant chord or 5 chord in D minor. It's built on step 5. A is step 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth step of D minor scale. So that's why it's called 5 chord. And make sure you have C sharp. C sharp, this is called leading tone, right? In minor key, we need leading tone. It's a raised half staff to lead into tonic. Leading tone, this is leading tone. Okay, C sharp is leading tone. And if you look at 5/7 chord, here you have added notes on top, the 7th note. So if I play this, A, C sharp, E, and G. G is the 7th note here, so it's called A7 chord or dominant 7 chord or 5/7 chord, okay, in the key of D minor. Okay, let's move down to chord sleuth and analyze each chord in D minor. Here, write letter names D minor, A, or A7 above the staff. So we have 3 choices, 3 chords, D minor, A, or A7. And then write Roman numerals 1, 5, or 5/7 below the staff. So in Roman numeral, we have uppercase and lowercase, just like English letters. So this 1 is lowercase 1 because this is minor key. In case of minor key, we use lowercase. And then for the major keys or chords, we use uppercase. Okay. So let's get started. Number one is a example, letter name. So this chord is D minor chord, D, F, and A here. And this is D, M. M means minor, right? And in Roman numeral, this is 1 chord in D minor. Okay, and let's do number 2 is already number 2 is already done. So this is A, C sharp, E. This is A chord, right? And this is 5 chord in D minor, also called dominant. Okay, this one chord is called what? Tonic. Tonic and dominant. Okay, number 3. So let me actually play this passage. Okay, 1, ready, go. So here we have 4 notes, A, C sharp, E, and G. So what is this chord? So A, C sharp, and E was A chord, right? And you have G, the seventh note. So A, C sharp, E, G is a 7 chord. Here, we looked at here. Okay, so A 7 chord is 5-7 chord or dominant 7 chord, also called dominant 7 chord or 5-7 chord. Okay, let's move down to number 4. Okay, it's waltz rhythm. Let me play. So the lowest note is, what note is this? This is A. A, C sharp, and E. What chord is this? A. You have 3 notes. This is A chord. And A chord is 5 chord in D minor. And let's move to number 5. What is the first note here? The first note is D. So D, A, F, A. So D, F, and A. You have D, F, and A. What chord is that? That is D minor chord. And it is 1 chord or tonic chord in D minor. Let's move to number 6. Okay, what is the first note here again? It's the same first note as number 4. So, okay, the first note is A, and C sharp, and G. This is A 7 chord, right? A 7 chord and also called 5-7 chord, but in this case, the 5th note, E, is omitted, right? So you can omit the 5th. It actually happens very often in classical music. So it's okay with or without the 5th. Okay, let's move down to number 7. Treble clef. What is the first note here? This is D, right? Okay. D, F, A. What chord is this? This is obviously D minor chord, and D minor chord is 1 or tonic chord in D minor. So if you see this melody, this is a melody, right? You can harmonize this melody with D minor chord. It will go very smoothly because this melody consists of all chord tones, okay, all chord tones of D minor, D, F, and A. Let's move to number 8. These are all chords. The first chord is, it looks very familiar, right? This is D. Okay, so this is obviously D minor chord. Did you notice it's an inversion of D minor chord? So root position, first inversion, second inversion. So this is all 1 chord, but in advanced music theory, you'll learn the first inversion is called 1-6, and the second inversion is called 1-6-4. Okay, this is advanced. You don't need to know, but it's good to know. Okay, let's move to number 9. Here, what is the first note here? The first note is A. Okay, A, C, E. This is A chord. 3 notes, right? A, C, E. So this is just 5. Okay, let's move to number 10. This is in bass clef. First note is A. And let me play. We have 4 notes, A, C sharp, E, G. This is A 7 chord or 5-7 chord, dominant 7 chord of D minor. Let's move to 11. What is the first note? First note is A. Is this A chord? No, because the second note is, the middle note is D, the top note is F. So together, this is D minor chord. This is the second inversion of D minor chord. Okay, so this is one chord. D minor chord is one chord, but again, in advanced music theory, you can call this 1/6/4 chord. Okay, lastly, number 12. Okay, what is the first note here? It's a low D. Okay. Okay, so this is, you have only D and F in this passage, but we can guess this is D minor chord. Again, the fifth is omitted. A is the fifth of D minor chord, because from D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A is the fifth note of D minor, but A can be omitted. Okay, so this is one chord, one of D minor chord. Okay, so that's it. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!